So this is what I thought was another. I couldn't quite make it out through the bushes in the last walk and talk, but someone's got a washing line up there. A coat there. What remains of a tarp and unopened jars and unopened cans. A couple of pans. So I can't really work out what that's all about, to be honest, because there's no shelter as such. Who knows? So let's go back up onto the path and away from the mud. I've not got mud footwear on, and I slipped just there, nearly landed on my arse, but I've got years and years of practice of losing my footing or slipping with a full pint in my hand and never spilling a drop. So yeah, it's an unusual way to develop skills. I've just had to get both of these tested and stringently tested, just to make sure, 100% that they're not racist, and they're clear. Praise the Lord. Very interesting video. Went into the shorts and has clearly been shared about. There's over 2,000 views in 12 hours, and this sort of information, that they're all pieces of a puzzle, and we've all got the same puzzle, but we've all got different pieces, and so it fills in the gaps for others. But then there are going to be others that have got pieces that I need for my puzzle, which is why sharing information like that is so valuable and important moving forward. I've got a little bit of a croaky voice. Yesterday, I'd say my speech was about 50%. So in a sentence, my mouth would still be moving, but my voice box wasn't cooperating. I did go out on Saturday night, and it was a great night. Really, really good chemistry, and good people. And none of them know that I've got a channel, because they're not like us. And when you start going a little bit what would be considered by them as being a bit deep and a bit political, can ruin the mood. And sometimes you need to just pick your moments and pick your battles. I hope you've all had a lovely weekend, and just try to make the most of it. I've put something in the community section. It's just a kind of a comparison meme, if you like, between our Prime Minister and Stalin. And there's no difference. Just difference in nationality and language. That's it. Other than that, both full-on hardcore dictators following the orders. Although I think Stalin was probably just following his own orders, whereas Starmer, and they both start with Star. Oh, what are the odds of that? Whereas that Starmer the Harmer is obviously following orders, you know, WEF orders. So, look, there are risks to sharing this information, but one of the problems that we've got is that people are too fearful, because they're reading of people that have been sent to jail for stupid reasons, and they don't want to be one of them. Now, it's going to be a lot easier for women than it is for men, because you're not going to find people of a certain ideology, females, in women's jails, because it just doesn't happen, because it's just too dishonourable, and the punishment for having a criminal record is a full-on practicing hardcore Islamist female is a deterrent in itself. It's men like me that will have Zephyr, wait, that will have challenges ahead. Zephyr, wait. Good girl. Wait. You know, we don't keep still. It's just until we get past this so she doesn't go chasing after that dog. Again, Storm's not the problem. Not really. It's when she gets riled by Zephyr and that pack mentality kicks in. Pack mentality that we could do with adopting, because there's not really much of a difference between a pack mentality and tribalism. Now, when we go back to being tribal, decentralised, which is the future, it's the only way, because it worked, it works, and you'll have leaders of each tribe that will be appointed, voted in, and then regular voting systems, so that we don't have to tolerate a bad leader for very long. 6 months, something like that, and then if they're great, if they're doing the job, if they're speaking for us and on our behalfs, and representing us properly, then we vote them in for another 6 months. And I think that's the way forward, if I'm honest. The idea of having a twat like Starmer in power for 4 years, it's too long. It's too long. Especially when you look at the amount of damage that's been done in the space of what the first 100 days. Incredible amount of damage. And he's just revving up. This guy's just getting going, and we all know that. But I think my point is that I know that some people are fearful, and my opinion on fear. Don't let it in. It holds you back. It holds you back. Fear is like a lead weight. It keeps you you know, like an anchor. If you've got an anchor attached to you, you're never, ever, ever really going to be able to move forward. And we need to move forward. Oh, it's chuffing cold. I'm a heat man, you know. Stick me somewhere on the equator, I'm good to go. You'll never hear me moan, you know. They've definitely sped up the building because obviously, as you know, I come down here a lot, sometimes twice a day, so I get to see the progress of this estate as it's coming along. And yeah, it's in overdrive now. All right, matey. Yeah, not bad. How are you? So yeah, they're making a start now on, I think, houses there, more houses, but they've built up this third block of flats. If you go back to that original video, the two next to the other block weren't even there, and now we've got two more blocks of flats. And I'm almost 100% certain that I know who's going to be living on this estate, which is about a 5-minute walk from my front door. And yeah, it's concerning. It's concerning because I don't really, I've mentioned in previous videos that I have lived in very, very highly multicultural areas. Multicultural is our strength, don't you know? See? Done. Not finished. Got windows and doors to go in, probably a bit of electrics, bit of plumbing. But look at that. That was the first block there. It's on steroids. So I know what it's like to live in an area like that, and every area that I've lived in that was like that turned into an absolute shit tip. Absolutely no regard whatsoever for tidiness, you know, bit of pride in where you live. They couldn't give a shit. I hope that you went over and had a look at that chap's channel where he's going out and again, you know, I don't want to tar all of these people with the same brush, because there are going to be good people in amongst them. You know, it's concerning that they're all, you know, they're all men, fighting age men, and have been called fighting age men right from the start. So, you know, there's definitely that's been inserted, fighting age men. That's been inserted somewhere along the line, and then it's taken off, which has happened throughout history. And they're not going to be called that for no reason, are they? But yeah, last night, I mean, a couple of the pubs that I went to. Just bear with me. This way. What's this? What's this? What's this? This way. No problem. Yeah, so pretty much most security guards now are that have SIA certification. So security guards really, and bouncers, pretty much most of them now are of African descent. And I got chatting to, again, I'm not a racist. I'm not a racist. Anyone that thinks I'm a racist, you know, go fuck yourself. Look a bit deeper. And yeah, I got chatting to a few bouncers. You know, I'm a very, very sociable person. If I'm in a good mood, you know, I can talk to anyone from any background and make it positive. And yeah, one in particular, out of the 4 or 5 that I spoke to, I can't remember where it was that he was from in Africa. But he's been here 5 years. He came through all of the proper channels, and so, you know, fair dues to the guy. And he had a big, beautiful smile, you know, he really lit the room up when he smiled. Really, really nice guy. And I just said to him, I said, how do you feel about the fact that that you came to this country to seek a new life, and you went through all of the proper channels, and we're now witnessing thousands and thousands of people coming over weekly, imported in, you know, they're not just arriving, they're being imported. And he just said that he felt cheated, and that's because he has been. If Trump survives, and if himself and Kennedy and Vance are everything that they claim to be, then that's going to have a ripple effect over in Europe, especially in the UK. And that's going to wake people up, because they're going to be thinking, right, so if they can prevent it and send them all back to where they came from, why aren't we doing that? And more people will be doing more and more talking, enriching the dialogue of things that need to be discussed, and hopefully that will be the start of everything turning around. But I can't see any of this being a very, very simple sort of transition from what we've got now to going back to, say, the 1960s, and where we had good, strong British traditions and values based upon Christianity. So in order to go back to that, which is fair enough, we can still, you know, there are other religions in this country that live side by side with us in absolute peace. So, you know, I'm not saying let's just ship everyone off, you know, indiscriminately. That's not what I'm saying. But yeah, in order to get back to a safe country where we feel like our kids are safe. Hello, love, you all right? We need to take drastic action, and that drastic action's coming, but I can't see it being anything but extremely messy. And look, I've said in the past, you can't make the perfect omelette without breaking a few eggs. Ciao for now.